This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, Joseph.
One minute. How are you?
Good, Joseph. How are you?
Uh, are you attending any interviews?
No, can you repeat again? I can't hear you.
Ah, sorry, my voice is a little bit low. Are you attending any interviews?
Interviews? Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
What are you doing now? Currently, are you studying or searching?
I'm job searching. I've done with
Oh,
my studies.
okay,
I'm in
okay. You are from Telugu, Andhra only.
Telugu. Yeah, Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. So, Hyderabad, where you stay?
Hyderabad, near Secunderabad, Airstone Nagar.
Okay, yeah, you know it, but personal later after recording. Now everything is recording. Okay,
No,
let's discuss about only one topic trending is React.js. So for that one, what we need to do, so to set up the React.js in our local system, first we need to install uh, Node.js application. I have given nodes. Yes. Control S click. So so to install the Node.js, I think we need to download the Node.js application. So here we need to download it, and I think I have downloaded. Yeah, I have downloaded this version 22.11.00. Here you can see after clicking on the front, uh, your Node.js setup will be done, and you will get a prompt. And this is Node.js. So command prompt also you can able to run the this one if you want to check your version of the Node.js after installing. So you can check it. So my version is version 22.11.0, and this is the pre-requesting software for the React.js. And why Node.js is important? Let's see in one point. So Node.js commonly used in the development of React application for the several key reasons. So what is development environment and tooling? So to create the React application, CRA, the most common way to start a React application is by using the tools like create React app. There is application. So normally when we want to create the uh, React application, we will use this app. This app is based on the Node.js, CLI tool, command line tool, and it setups everything you need for the React change. So no need to do. So the project structure and everything, bundles and transmissions, everything will be set up by itself. So that's where we required Node.js in our system. So one is to create the React application and the to support the server. So Node.js used to serve the development server for the React applications like uh, Webpack dev server run on the Node.js to provide live reloading. So whenever we do the change in the application, it automatically reload the application and affect the system. So live reloading will be happen. So that's where a fast builds during the development can be done. And build automation. So Node.js package like Webpack, Maven, ESLint are part of the development pipeline. Webpack is to build the React low code with Maven to ensure that JSX and ESR plus code can run in all browsers. So that's where we need Node.js as our backend software for the React.js. And if you want to provide the server side rendering, that is also uh, possible with the help of Node.js. Often used to React server side rendering. Often used to set up server side rendering with React is like Next.js and Gatsby really on the Node.js for the SSR. SSR means server side rendering, where React components are rendered on the server and sent to HTML to the client. And the package management. So everything we will use LPM command, LPM L command. Just a minute. LPM and add command. So these two comes with the Node.js comes with the npm. So npm stand for Node Package Command Manager. Node Package Manager, which is essential for the managing the JavaScript libraries and dependency and tools for the React application. So all React related libraries and tools like React and React Down, Redux, etc. are installed and managed by the via npm or app. So both of which are provided by the Node.js only. So if you want to start the application, we can use npm command. And if you want to install any application or servers within, so you can use add. So those two commands mainly used. So those are supported by the Node.js only. And the backend APIs. If you want to support backend APIs for the React, so we require Node.js. So uh, yeah, those things like MongoDB, uh, popular stack development sites and client and server side both can be some of the backend APIs also used. So those are supports will be uh, performed by the Node.js and asynchronous input output and not blocking nature also supported by the Node.js. So request can handle that efficiently by using the Node.js, and proxy can also done. And single language across stack, it is also provided. And the real-time features with the WebStar sockets, uh, also like live chat notification, those things also provided with the web stacks, and faster prototyping also done. So these are the essentials we require for the React to develop the application using the React. So we required Node.js support. That's why we need to install the Node.js. So after installing Node.js, we can see this one. And if you want to create the application also, so we can use the npx create React application, and you can see this command. So I have installed Node.js. That's why we can able to use the command npx command. whatever the application React JS. So by entering uh, distinctions, yeah, there is no semicolon required like other commands. So we can remove it and it will create it. So it uses del. React.js. React.js first example is creating. So here you can see everything is installed with the help of the Node.js. So React is installing React DOM and React scripts and CRA template. Everything will be installed with the help of the Node.js. So still installing. Yeah, it is installed. So you can use these commands. It is suggesting that start the development server. So npm start, npm run and build, npm test, npm run eject. So these are the commands. So here what we need to do, we need to go to the particular package, React.js first example. Then what we can do, we can start the application npm start. So starting the development server, everything will comes with the Node.js. Now our application is running and we can able to see the React.js upload, fast building and deployment happened here. And we can see the welcome page. And you need a Visual Studio, that is one of the IDE. So if you want, you can download it. What we can do is we can import. We can open project, choosing the folder users, then react.js first application. Okay, it is not opening. Let the project. It is clone repository. Let me do data folder workspace. Workspace. Then add existing project. New project. Search for the template. So there I have added. I'm new to the Visual Studio. Just wait, select repository. To Okay, if you want to do GitHub, then it will normally create show this structure, project structure. Okay. Yeah, this structure it automatically creates structure public folder. In public folder, what are the images required? Uh, Everything logo. So whatever the logo we are able to see, React.js logo, everything we can able to see this. And these are the applications. So here we can see .js, .js, .css, .js, .js, .js. So here our files is not .html or .jsp. All files are .jx files. So that what we can able to observe when we create a React.js application, first application with the help of the Node.js. So we can able to see the output here. Edit src in app.js and save to reload it. So if we change anything in app.js, here I can remove this one and save it. Automatically, it will save and build it, and it will reload it. So here we can see those set of things. Automatically, the compiled successfully and executed. So instead of localhost, if you want to use with the IP address also, you can use it. That was possible. This way we can create the React application. We can start with the npm start application. So here this is the React boilerplate template code, and for UI, different UIs you can install different UI based API calls. This is the one example how to build a card application using the React.js. I have provided this link in the documentation. Uh, you can go through it and you can execute it, practice it. Yeah, these are the examples I have given. The link. So here you can see this is the link. Control and click. We can open the link. This is another link. React application in the GitHub. So GitHub project you can download and try and practice it. And these are the one another example. And this is about concept of the React.js. So what are the components and everything we have it. So how typical component will be, and some JavaScript, Google search. Let's go to the nodes of the React.js. Yeah, So what is React.js? So same notes. React is a JavaScript library. So easy to build user interface primarily for single page applications. So it allows developers to recreate the reusable UI components and manage the state of those components. So mainly it used to create a reusable UI components and manage the state of the components. So that's where React uses. So reusable UI components, and this is a JavaScript library. That's where we can able to see the extension is .js. So it is advanced concept of the JavaScript, and you can use this JavaScript. You can build the user interfaces, and you can also particularly single page applications if you want to write it. You can write it. So normally, if you take any site or anything, uh, see, so if you click on it, is a string with another like JS or anything. So here within fraction of seconds, so without reloading option, everything is dynamically changing. The data is dynamically changing. So you can see earlier applications. Any application, I think this is also purely React. Nowadays, everywhere we are using React applications. Let's see any application like this. So, very quick. Earlier, not that. So, earlier we used to see the loading option. So, earlier application we used to see the loading application. Nowadays, they want everything will be the component. So, without refresh or loading, internally the component, the ASP files has to be changed. Internally, the code has to be changed. So, for that one, normally these applications are called single page applications. So, using the components, we used to uh, redirect the one JSP to another JS. So like this, we can use to develop the applications. So there are some of the key concept. What are the concepts in the React JS is what we need to know when we want to learn the React JS is. So we need to know the components. So there are two components. One is class component and the function components. And the components can be stateless and stateful. Uh, here uh, simple JavaScript function that return JX and that external React.component are the class components, and the normal functions like I think nodes. Here you can see a basic component. Uh, Here this is a function call, and we are writing a return the function call, and this is a functional component. This is a class component. So returning the class, and it should have to extend with the react.component. So these are the two components we have it. One is simple component, basic component. Another one is stateful component are called class component. So these two are the components we have it. And another language, JavaScript XML language. So JXL file. So instead of .js, we can use .jsx also. It is a syntax extension to the JavaScript that looks similar to HTML. It allows to write the UI elements in the JavaScript. So like H1, H2. So in the JX, so this is one of the components, JavaScript XML. So .jsx files also we can write it. So it is an extension of the JavaScript only. So using this one we can write the HTML files. So first one is components, and there are two types of components: class components and the functional components. Functional components are directly we can write it within the function, and we can return the object or whatever the data. And class components are class, it has to be extended with the React components. So whatever logic we will write it, it will render it. And coming to the JSX, so uh, we can write the HTML files, and there are some properties like keywords and variables in the Java language. So here also some properties and states. So properties are read-only input to the components, passed down from the parent components to child components. They are allowed data to flow. So data flow unidirectional way if you want to do it. So either on both directions if you want to do it, you can use props. So this is props, the call variables, like variables props dot layer we have to write it. Like we also have states, maintain the dynamic data. You can use the state. So there are use state and set state. You can use these functions to set the dynamic data. Uh, in this example also you can see clearly. Uh, write the HTML code like fragments we have it. Like anything, if you want to write in the JS, you use the .js files. So here you can see in the JS file, create.js will create it, and we will write the form. Within the form, we need to write the form not field. So label and input like HTML, we can write it and submitting. So it will go to the create. So that component will be redirected to the component, and these are the examples. These are the states. How we used to set the states. So constants we have it. So this is a vast subject. This is one of the language. We have from topic language. We need to know. So it will relate to the API call. So like passing the parameters and sending a URL based and sending to the operation. So after getting the operation, performing the operation, we will get the response. So it may be like this data will be sent to the data, and we will get the response. So based on the response, we can redirect to the other application that what I wanted just in it. Yeah, that too. These are the different ways how we can use the different concepts. Uh, Use effect. Yeah, here data will be set back, and dynamic data can be done. Okay, uh, you can go and see the differences. You have to learn about components and props and states. Then only you will get uh, habituated while React.js application. As of now, just I want to show how we can create the application, how can we do the operations in the React.js JS files, and everything will be done. Import app.css, CSS is also I would do it, and index.js. So how we can include the another JS, rendering one JS to another JS. So normally it goes to the React.js, then it will render to the app.js. So this is rendering. So after going to the React app.js, if you want, you can render to the another JS also based on the response. So, so event handling also can be done. So all click and everything can be done. Hooks. So hooks are functions that let hook to React features like state and lifecycle methods from the. So use state, use effect, use context, use reference. So these are the hook functions. So used for the state management, we have to use the use state. Use for the fetching and those effects related data, you can use the use effect, and allows access to create context data if you want to do it, use context, and DOM elements and reserve values. If you want to render, use reference can be done. Like you can use, you need to import the hooks like this. So use state and use effect for that React. So whenever you require, you can use state and you can use effect. Yeah, routers. So as we know that one JSP to another JS, if you want to render, you can use a router. So based on the component, it will render about page or each page, home page. So routers can be made as one page to another JS. Like this, we have so many things we need to know about the React JS. First, what we are just I am introducing, so how to install the Node.js and how to set the React JS application. And then you need to know about the all uh, properties and states. So by using the help of the GitHub, ChatGPT or else you can able to know it. That now I'm not going to cover everything. And, yeah, that's all. And what is the purpose of this today call is after so long? So they were just want to know about they wanted some of the mock interviews. So how mock interviews can be done? They want to uh, uh, give introduction. Normally, any interviewer used to ask first question is introduce yourself and give us the brief overview of the experience with the Java. So normally in it here, your name, could you please start by introducing yourself and experience in Java. So here, whatever the experience you are putting, so you need to make sure that whatever you have written in the resume, you have to cover it. So and the project, whatever you are placing in the resume. So those projects you have to get the minimal idea. So the flow of the project. So what are the different modules? Within the module, so which module you are working on it. So you need to describe uh, and we need to elaborate in that area. So while experience while telling yourself, so you need to focus on the your role and responsibility within the uh, previous organization. So you are which developer you are, and what are the modules, what are the project you have so far covered, how much experience you have in that project, or what are the technologies you know, everything interviewer want to know about that. Before he want to proceed the interview, he want uh, himself, he want to know in which area you are expertise, right? And which area you know well. So in those areas only you used to concentrate on it based on yourself question. So if you are explaining the project also, it is maybe you will get more ideas. So where you can ask the questions. So that's where introduction is very important. So we need to uh, what we can say is we have to divert him to ask the questions what you know. So that's where you need to tell about yourself. And coming to the interview part of view, any coach have a interviewer mainly uh, mainly focus on the collections. So every interviewer you will ask the questions about the collections. What is map? What is tree? What is list? What is hash map and hash tree? The differentiations. What is list and array list? So there are different type of kind of questions. Hash table, okay, and hashing technique and key value. So those are different ways. Whatever you want, you can ask it. So you have to more know about the concept wise the collections, and also you used to ask what are the collections you are using in the current project. So what are the different type of collections? Like array list everybody uses it, ashgraph everybody uses it. So like any collections, are you aware of the queue concept? So in our project, everywhere, anywhere you have used the queue concept or linked ashgraph, anywhere, the scenario, you can explain it. So one question you have to drag it. So whatever the knowledge you know it, you can explore it in that particular context without giving the unrelated answer. Give the related answer and go to your project and where you have used it, or go to some real time examples. Then you can explain that is more important. As a point, as a interior perspective, what you want to know, how much you know about the concept, and how much you can able to utilize that concept into the project. That's what you want to know. So that's where you used to ask those questions. And some of the questions related to the memory management also, memory point of view. So which the performance point of view. They used to ask some tricky questions. So based on each choice, and these are the questions sometimes we used to ask it, and there are differences coming to the exceptionality and concurrency, we use keyword design, design patterns. Uh, so if you want to know the flow, so your architecture flow or else your real-time experience, if you want to know it, so you used to ask like these questions. So imagine you have a design URL service, and how do you design a backend system? So what are the Java technologies would you use for this kind of project? So what are the things you are knowing? So for API point of view, so database layer we need to explain it, and coding technique you need to add it. Is there any catching technique? Or, those are the technologies. These are the things you need to divide it, and based on that one you need to tell the technology. So if you are using any API calls, so normally web services are they used to ask this question. So back in previous Springboard for the building the distributed APIs, or else for the lookups and persistency, H2 database we use it, or else for ORM tools we use either. And for message processing, so there is a technology called RB or RabbitMQ or Kafka. They used to so message process means only API call will send the message, and using the RabbitMQ there is a router, and uh, I think I don't have start by uh, there is a message router queue. Queues, there are some queues. The queue will we will send the based on the queue. We will send the messages. The message will send to through the RabbitMQ queue. There is a web service in our system. The RabbitMQ queue will be scheduled. The based on the scheduler, RabbitMQ queue will be catch based on the queues, and the message will be captured by the another application. So one application to another application communication, the message rendering can be done using the RHFT. Normally, what we do, any application, we don't perform all operations within the logic. So what we do, we will perform the logic and we will send the messages. So the based on the messages, remaining logic, business logic will be performed in the other service, other application. So those type of things, because we have to normally what we do, so the amount has to be deposited. So after depositing, so sending the text message or mail will be happen later. So the message, the business logic will be done here, and sending the text message or SMS message or mailing services can be done by the another application. So between that one, programmer or application will be send the messages. So these RMQ messages, RabbitMQ messages, the third party server. So based on the scheduling, if it is thousand messages at a time sending, so it will take time. So one by one, it will process and send the messages. So those ad hoc related tasks if you want to perform, you can use the technologies RabbitMQ and Kafka. So those things also you can able to tell them. Behavioral questions also they used to ask. So whenever a bug or difficulty uh, uh, happened in our application, how do you approach or identify and solve the problem? So how you detect and how you check the logs and where exact problem is. With the help of the problem, so are you able to fix it or else you are approaching any team lead or everything. So because first what we need to do, we need to check the logs that may be in our every application has the logs, server logs. So we need to get those logs and we need to check it where exactly the issue, and if it is our application issue or it's really of the third party application issue. So based on that one, we need to provide the uh, bug fixation, and we need to once again review it by the team leader and everything. We need to send it like that. We need to send the programmer how in real time we are able to fix the issues, or else even testing anything, whatever you want. And so last questions, you're asking, do you have any questions for us? So what excites you about the role and working with the Java? Interest in the company and in the products and working with them. They might ask about the team structure technology. So we can ask about the technologies and how team works, team structure and opportunities when we join the company. Anything if you want, we can ask it. Like this. I have prepared another 2, 3 more pictures. You will get idea about how we can able to attend the interview before going to the Java. So what we need to do, so self-introduction is made, and whatever you are written in the resume, that thing you need to know it, everything. And what are the technology also, whatever you are writing, so basic idea you need to know it. And the core concept wise, so whenever core Java they are asking, they want some base in-depth knowledge of the core Java. So how exactly you are executing your application. So everything we need to collect with your application, then it will be helpful to them. And core Java, based on the performance and memory management point of view, they used to ask those questions. And coming to the concept, uh, Like behavioral things also they used to identify it, how you quickly identify the issues and the real time scenarios, real time issues they used to ask, and how you coordinating with your project, how sprint, there are sprints and sprint planning happening, and how you are managing the Jira, how many issues you complete within the 1 week, unlike your time period, how your team works. So those things, questions also they used to ask you. You agree. So these are things you know aware at it. So every day you can get it, these questions also. So to give the basic idea, we are coming with these nodes. So I will send these two nodes, React and market questions. You can go through it and you can explore more things and you can uh, experience it. Okay. All the best for your career. Best time. Like, if you have any questions, you can mail to GPS Infotech. So they will approach me. I will try to provide whatever the notes or whatever the doubt you have it. I will try to get the solution and get back to you. Okay. That's all for guys. Okay. Anything. Okay, guys, that's all for today. We'll see you. I think it is the last session. So, if you have any questions or anything, you can approach the GPS Infotech anytime. They will come with me and you can give if you require notes or anything. Also, I am free to provide the notes and everything. Okay, that's all. Okay, guys, bye bye. See you.